And we welcome you to Lucas Oil Stadium, which opened back in 2008 here in the Circle City of Indianapolis, Indiana. Just as we were ready for air, it was the Colts emerging from the locker room to great fanfare here in Indy. They're ready to go as the Colts get set to match up with the Buffalo Bills. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Coach, from the heartland of America, EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to Lucas Oil Stadium here in Indianapolis. Just a short time ago, smoke from the pyrotechnics filled the dome as the Colts made their way out of the locker room. We're set for football as the Colts get set to match up with the Buffalo Bills. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go. 319! 319!
Here's the now 30-year-old running back, LaShawn McCoy. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Jamal Sheard on the stop. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Now let's go. Green, 39. Green.
Allen looks to throw on second down. It's complete to his tight end, Charles Clay. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4. Throwing now is Allen. Looking for Benjamin, but it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. After the interception, it's long. Caught left side by Hilton. And down inside the 15 he goes. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also moved the sticks. The Colts with a first red zone opportunity in the ball game. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Hey. 11B. Sim, watch the sim. 49, guys. Fight.
Now the rookie from Alabama, it's Bo Scarborough. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
One thing rookies need to learn at this level, and quick, make a cut, be decisive, and go. Because in college, you could dance around and wait for a hole to open because you're probably a better athlete than most of the guys on the field, but not on the NFL level.
There's Scarborough on the toss. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Bo Scarborough with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Colts are going to take a first quarter lead. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, it totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Second down, it's McCoy. He takes this for 3 to the 29. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Looking for Benjamin, but it's intercepted. Quincy Wilson with the INT. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Now a play fake here on first down. And this is caught at the 8. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. A tackle for loss there. 2 last week. He's tough to handle coming off the edge.
And when you talk about a defensive end, your first thought is how does he rush the passer? That's where he makes his big plays getting into the backfield. But the best ones can play the run as well. And that's what we're seeing from him, that excellent combination of holding the point of attack and also getting upfield to make plays in the backfield.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's 3rd and goal. A shotgun snap for Locke. And that will be caught, but out of bounds. Out of bounds, ruled incomplete here. The Buffalo defense does its job, and it's 4th down. So with 4th down coming up, here's Adam Vinatieri now for the Colts field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Vinatieri's kick is good. And that will make it 10-0 here in the first. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? And maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. That one goes for 24 yards.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit!
Allen now on 1st down. And Jones has it over the middle. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. The Bills' passing game getting them down the field. They've got another 1st down. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 2nd down, here's Allen. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Quincy Wilson with the INT, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a cornerback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
Alert!
They'll start things on 1st down with Bo Scarborough. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
12.
On second down, here's Love. Going for the deep ball. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field. And really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Out of the gun, Luck. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Luck showing he can be dangerous when he tucks it and runs. He's able to pick up the first down.
How about that scramble by Andrew Luck? Sometimes we forget just how big, strong, and, yes, fast Andrew Luck is. When he came out of college at the Combine, shocked everyone, ran a sub-4 840.
And he grew up a big soccer guy over in Europe, so he knows how to use his feet.
That he does, and I think it has helped his legs along the way as well.
Here's Luck. Now he'll escape to his right, and he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Luck. Throws right side, and that's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. That one goes for 24 yards.
On. 11
From the red zone now, Luck. This is caught. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown,
you win two.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
Gun. 11 feet.
Here's Luck now on 2nd down. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
They'll start on the ground with McCoy. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Bills in possession. But they face a 2nd and long to start things out. Benjamin. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. And he's got his man. It's the tight end play. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Now a first down carry here for McCoy. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. To the air, Allen. It's complete, right side to Benjamin. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. And they'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
Then we got to give a little tip of the cap for the defense there. Zone coverage, locked it in tight, made it really difficult because they tried the crossing route against it, and it worked for a completion, but you have to know where the sticks are.
And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool him. And the Colts getting ready to go. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah. Will they make up for it?
49's Mike. 49's the Mike. Alert.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Doyle. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Now they'll run it with Scarborough, and he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
This is Scarborough. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
I'm coming after you, 25. I'm coming after you, 25. 11.
Throwing on 3rd down, Luck. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Malik Hooker, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. His tight end Clay, the intended receiver. trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Throw left side is complete to Rodgers. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. They go play action here on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Trent Murphy in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Here's Locke. On the right side, it's Hilton with a catch. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be third down.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball.
Get a completion.
You get a catch.
Yeah.
But still,
no yardage.
Okay.
Throwing is Locke. He's got that one complete to Darbo. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. In for the score. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. Vinatieri now for the point after.
The catch and the touchdown, they were the end result of a terrific route run by the receiver.
Vinatieri connecting on the extra point. And that makes our score 17-0. Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. And here come the Bills. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They'll start the drive with a carry by McCoy. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31. Charles, I think sometimes maybe we take LaShawn McCoy for granted. Been in the league since 2009. He's played 12 or more games every season as a running back. 30 years old this year. What do you see for his future?
I still see a very bright future for him, and you're exactly right. We do kind of take him for granted. Remember, he was with Philadelphia. Then he goes to Buffalo. Buffalo goes through the playoff drought before last season. And the Eagles...
Accelerating, and off he goes. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big play here for the Bills. 45 yards. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 24.
Set! Green 39! Green 39!
This give is to McCoy. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now Allen throwing on second down. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know, but all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one. Much more like lead.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
And Hauschka's kick is good. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. Now, that's something of a pick-me-up. The offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Doyle. A gain of 6 there on first.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Indianapolis right after this. To throw on 2nd down is Luck. And Luck will be intercepted for a 3rd time. Picked off near the 34. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. You think you're going into halftime with a good-sized lead. Not so fast. That pick 6 really changes the complexion. Probably also changes the halftime speech.
No doubt about it. Instead of going in relaxed, you're probably a little more uptight right now. Probably a little bit angry. Let's see if they can get their focus back.
Hauschka adds the extra point, and that slices the lead down to 17-10. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. Drive starts on the ground with Scarborough. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. Now Scarborough, and his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They run. This is Scarborough. Give him 5 yards there, and it's enough for the first.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack, and he stopped immediately there. Defensively, Harrison Phillips there to stop him.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man.
And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Now the Bills will take another timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Looking the Colts looking for something big here after the sack. This is 3rd and long.
Right, 6-3. Right, 6-2. Right, 675. Bring up.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Throwing on first down is Allen. Left side here, caught by Clay. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down. Play action. Now it's Allen. He's going to air one out. And that is incomplete. So we hit halftime here in Indianapolis with the Colts on top. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Oh, good footwork on the spin. And Hill running right through it. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off around the 41. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Allen off the play fake. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And this is caught at the 8. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Here we go.
They'll try to run with Ivory. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And the ball smacked down on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Over. Detroit.
He's going to get it running right. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. it just never materialized.
The Bills on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and goal.
Here we go.
Here's McCoy. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. LaShawn McCoy, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And that will level the playing field at 17 all. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
11.
Here's Luck. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. The Colts on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
53.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down here at the 23. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez on for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his 1st. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And the Bills getting set to go. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Let's go.
They'll try and get the running game going with McCoy. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Gone.
Again, it's McCoy. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. The Bills on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd down and 12.
All right, now, look at 56. Look at that.
From the gun, it's Allen. It's complete to Jeremy Curley. And they're able to get this one across the 35. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. On 1st down, Allen. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. It's caught inside the 25. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10, all the way down at the 21-yard line.
Back down in that Philly. Here we go.
Allen now looks to throw. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
He'll get it up the middle. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now. They come out here in the eye. They turn to Kuhn on 3rd and short. And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain on the play. And what to do now on 4th and goal. A field goal would break the tie, but look at this. Instead, they're going to go for it on 4th and goal. Here we go with Ivory. And I don't think he got in. He didn't. He's stoned at the 1-yard line. Ivory unable to bulldoze his way in. And this Colts defense comes up with a goal line stand. On 1st and 10, Locke firing quickly here, and that's complete. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about. Now, that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
And now out come the Bills. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence, not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The Bills on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 4. On play action, Allen hit. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get. And it's just so strange to see that go up on the board. And then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But, boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
They'll start off with a give to Scarborough. And this will go for 5 up to the 33. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
It's Scarborough again. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
The Colts on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And they'll run it here. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 4th down. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for Indianapolis. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. They'll come out in the pistol. They'll run forward with Bo Scarborough. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. They get it to him running left. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the 4th quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't it?
Powerful running. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. It's a loss of 10 yards on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. So here comes the trusty, battle-tested Adam Vinatieri for a big kick. This for a 4th quarter lead. Singletari's kick is good. And with that, they have taken the lead by a point here in the fourth. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
No. Check. Patriot. Patriot.
They go now to McCoy. He's seen a ton of action this afternoon. And he'll get this one up to the 26. And that time, the tackle by Malik Hooker.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
On second down, here's Allen. Steps away to his left. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's brought down, but not before getting across midfield to the 45. He got 29 yards that time. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. A give to McCoy. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
All right, Brandon, you know me as well as anyone. You know I don't usually advocate abandoning things during a game, but here we are in the second half. I think it's time to change things up.
And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 28, and his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it second down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on second down. On second down, here's Locke. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Rodgers. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. A shotgun snap for Locke. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Out of the gun, Luck. And he's got his man, Hilton. Luck able to find Hilton there for a Colt first down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Luck now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Jerry Hughes on the stop. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
They try again with Scarborough. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's brought down. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this.
Wrong. Regular. 12. Key right. Mexico. Check. Key right. Motion.
And they'll go on the ground. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on second down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
Throwing now, Luck. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. As they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Let's go. On.
Now Luck. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. The passing game for the Colts finding its stride, another first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Colts, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Oakland Raiders. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, things are definitely going south quickly as they fall now to 1-6. And they'll try again next week at home against New England. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.